Alright, time for another YouTube video. Time for another wrestling talk YouTube video. Not Wrestle Talk. I can't name it that because there's already a YouTube video named Wrestle Talk. So, well, that looks weird. Anyway, look up wrestling results. Oh, damn. Jimmy Jacobs got fired. Took a picture with the invading Bullet Club and got fired for it. Alright, so start with Raw. I would have do Hell in a Cell, but I mean, I don't know. I might do it. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do, go over the show, give my opinions on the show, because if you just want to hear me run down the card, it seems kind of boring. So we started with a Miz TV segment, another Mizzy's Curtis Axel, his little spoof slammies. Curtis Axel 1-1, Miz 1-1, Sheamus and Cesaro 1-1, and then the Shield came out, or Roman came out and talked about the Shield rumors. He's like, rumors? What rumors? And then the Shield come out, here Seth Rollins, burn it down, and then you hear Dean Ambrose is freaking, and then so the Shield come out, they beat up Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro, and Curtis Axel. I thought this was good. Shield, they're good. It's cool. I don't know what else they would have come back for. Maybe like Sanity, or freaking Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, baby, and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Red Dragon, as they were known in Ring of Honor. Sanity, Eric Young, Killian Dame, Big Dame, aka Big Damo, Eric Young from TNA, of course, and not Sawyer Fulton, Alexander Wolf. Sawyer Fulton was in Sanity at one point, but he's not anymore. He's doing whatever he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, next we get Jason Jordan versus Carl Anderson. Jason Jordan, the quote-unquote son of Kurt Angle. Fake son. Storyline. Yada yada. Anyway, Jason Jordan wins. I thought it was good because I like Jason Jordan. It's cool. Next, Elias Sampson singing his crappy little song. Yada yada. I'm Elias Sampson. Who wants to walk with Elias? Blah blah blah. Next, we get Titus O'Neil coming out with a banjo. Titus Worldwide. So then we get Elias versus Apollo Crews, and Elias wins. Elias has beaten Titus and Apollo Crews like twice. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Elias, but they'll probably think of something. Good old Vince McMahon. If Elias was on SmackDown, we'd be hearing, "Oh, you didn't know?" Because Road Dogg is head writer of SmackDown. Then we get Enzo coming out to the ring, calling out Kurt Angle, saying how he's the Cruiserweight champion, and the no contact clause. No contact clause basically stated any Cruiserweight signed at the time of the clause that nobody could touch him. Everybody hit him, so nobody got a Cruiserweight title shot. Kalisto got signed after the clause was signed, so therefore Kalisto could hit him. Enzo's out there complaining about it. So Enzo's like, you know what? I don't want to defend my title at TLC. Kurt's like, you know what? You don't have to. You'll defend it tonight in a lumberjack match in the main event of Raw. So there you go. Kalisto versus Enzo in the main event. And then we get Rosebud, a.k.a. Braun Strowman, a.k.a. former member of the Wyatt family. Then we Braun versus Matt Hardy. Hardy Boys. This was Jeff. Matt. Jeff. Cena. Baby. Too sweet. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, Braun Strowman versus Matt Hardy. Braun wins because they want to make him look like a monster, even though he lost to Brock Lesnar off 1F5. Whatever. Then the Shield come out, they attack him. Roman does a spear. Then they do a triple power bomb, which Michael Cole calls the Shield Bomb, which is stupid because you just call it a triple power bomb because triple power bomb sounds better. Whatever, Michael. We fight on Monday nights, Michael. JBL. Alright, so basically we get Mickie James coming out to the ring saying how she's basically going to win the women's championship at TLC and make herself a 7-time women's champion. And Alexa Bliss comes out. Mickie James calls her biscuit butt, which actually, if you look it up, it's not an insult, it's a compliment. So, and then we get basically Mickey's teasing, or not Mickey, Alexa's teasing Mickey for being old. They show this freaking video, old-timey, black and white, and Mickey's like, the diva, or the announcer of the video, the diva of yesteryear, Mickie James, she got cystitis, and she was a women's champion back in the day, back in the good old days. Yeah. And then we get backstage segment with Kurt Angle. All the divas come in saying how, not divas, women wrestlers. Sorry, everybody. Anyway, so all the women wrestlers come in talking about how they all want to fight Asuka because Asuka's going to come in at TLC. She's undefeated. She's going to reportedly stay undefeated until WrestleMania, which I'm personally happy with because Asuka needs to stay undefeated because she was undefeated in NXT. So there you go. But they'll probably come up with her after she gets defeated at WrestleMania. As the rumors are saying, she's going to win the women's title. Maybe Survivor Series, maybe sooner. I'm going to be at Survivor Series, so if she wins the title of Survivor Series, I'm going to be happy. So basically, all the women wrestlers come in. Bayley, Sasha, Emma, Alicia, Dana. Everybody except for the two people in the women's title feud, which is Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. And then Kurt makes a match, a fatal 5-way, not one fall to a finish, elimination between all 5 of those. Then we get Cedric versus Mustafa Ali. Cedric versus Mustafa. Cedric and Mustafa versus Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher. Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick are the heels. Cedric and Mustafa are the faces. Heels means bad guys, faces means good guys. Anyway, Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher win. Not a fan. Jack Gallagher, him being a heel is just him wrestling in a suit. Weird. Next, Finn Balor and Miz talking to Kurt backstage saying how the Shield, Dean Ambrose specifically of the Shield, said he'd fight 4, 5, 6 people, doesn't matter how many. So Miz comes into Kurt's office and says, if Dean wants to fight more than 3 people, let's get him to fight more than 3 people. And so Kurt Angle lets Miz add a 4th team member, and Braun Strowman comes in. So he's the 4th team member. Shield are probably still going to win, given the fact that it's a TLC match. Finn, enters the ring, cuts a promo talking about Bray, and the fact that Sister Abigail is going to come in, and Sister Abigail literally is just Bray in a freaking veil with a voice changer. It's stupid. So, Finn versus Bray. Finn's going to win again. Hopefully the feud will be over because the feud sucks. Next we get Bayley versus Sasha versus Dana versus Alicia versus Emma. Emma wins. I'm not going to go over all the eliminations because that'll take too long. Then we get Kalisto backstage talking about how he's going to win the Cruiserweight title. He's going to make Eddie Guerrero happy. And then Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka. 6, 1, 9. There you go. Late great Eddie Guerrero, by the way. Died in 2005. Alright, so then we get Kalisto versus Enzo in a lumberjack match. Lumberjack match, basically a whole bunch of wrestlers are surrounding the ring. Kalisto wins, and it's good, because Enzo sucks. Terrible wrestler. Next, we go to SmackDown. The story for SmackDown was basically why did Sami Zayn help Kevin Owens at Hell in a Cell. So basically Hell in a Cell was one match was a pre-show match was Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin win, which was good because I like them. U.S. title was AJ versus Baron versus Ty. Baron wins by pinning Ty Dillinger. Didn't like that. Main event, Hell in a Cell. Kevin versus Shane. Kevin wins because Sami Zayn helps him. Shane was going to jump off the cell onto Kevin into a table. Sami pulls him out of the way. Sami puts Kevin on top of Shane. Ref counts 1, 2, 3 because it's false count anywhere. Another Hell in a Cell match was the Usos and the New Day. Usos win because the Usos got to move on to somebody else. Even though Vince McMahon wants to make the New Day the greatest tag team of all time. I didn't really like the Usos winning, but they're good wrestlers, so it's okay. Women's match was Charlotte versus Natalya. Natalya wins by a DQ because she hits Charlotte with a chair. I would have preferred Charlotte to win, but if she's going to win it at Starrcade, which is WWE's live show, not a network special, but a live show, it's stupid. Other matches on the card, Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. Bobby Roode wins, and I don't really like Bobby Roode as a face. Ziggler is a heel. It's whatever. WWE title match, Jinder versus Shinsuke. Jinder wins. Clean. Clean win is basically nobody interferes. Nakamura loses, obviously. Nakamura losing I'm not a fan of because I like Nakamura. Japanese wrestling is awesome. That's why. That was basically Hell in a Cell, so I said I might not do a Hell in a Cell review, but there you go. Alright, so SmackDown started with all the tag teams coming out. Basically, the Ascension, Hype Bros, American Alpha. Not American Alpha. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin and the Fashion Police. They basically all have a fatal 4-way to determine who's the new number 1 contender for the tag title. And this one is one fall to a finish. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin win. And before that we got Usos and the New Day basically coming out saying how they respect each other, and that was basically it. So that was like the first 30 minutes of the show. And then we got a backstage segment with Natalya talking about how she's still champ. Lana and Tamina come in saying how Lana says how the title would look better on Tamina. And then all the rest of them come in. They fight. The rest of them, of course, Carmella, Becky, Naomi, Charlotte. So they all fight, and the ref comes in, breaks it up. Then we get a match with Becky and Carmella. Becky wins. I like Becky winning. Not that oh, you didn't know? Road Dogg has anything for her. Creative, of course. Then we get, what else we get? Oh yeah, Sammy and Kevin. So Sammy and Kevin come out, basically cutting promo. Kevin goes how Sammy's his best friend. Sami Zayn's basically like, I did this because I don't get opportunities on in WWE, don't get opportunities in SmackDown, don't get any opportunities on Raw. So hopefully Sami Zayn starts getting some opportunities because he's a good wrestler. And maybe Sammy and Kevin become a tag team, win tag titles, who knows. Then we get Rusev and Aiden English versus Randy and Shinsuke. Randy and Shinsuke win, which was good because Randy and Shinsuke are cool. AJ's backstage talking to Renee Young, which is a backstage interviewer. AJ basically says how he's ready to win back his U.S. title. Then we get Eric Rowan and Luke Harper coming back. Basically, they're holding hammers and they're going to be the Bludgeon Brothers, which is basically a War Machine ripoff. War Machine is a tag team in ROH. They are basically an homage to the Legion of Doom. Then we get Dolph and Bobby Roode. Terrible segment. Bobby comes out saying how he won his pay-per-view debut. And Ziggler goes, "Congratulations, kid. You won your pay-per-view debut." And then they basically set up a match for next week. And then we get the main event, Baron Corbin versus AJ. Baron Corbin wins. Boo. But AJ might go on to fight Jinder at Survivor Series. So that'd be cool. Alright. 205 Live. So, basically 205 Live was one, Kalisto coming out to cut a promo, basically saying how he's happy to be Cruiserweight Champion. Enzo comes out and says how Kalisto is now the champion of the loser weights. And basically they say how Enzo's going to take the title back at TLC. And then basically we get Enzo and Daivari coming in to jump Kalisto. Mustafa Ali comes in to make the save. Then we get Rich Swann versus TJ Perkins. 2 out of 3 falls. Rich Swann wins 2 straight. Rich Swann winning was cool. And then we get Tozawa coming out and Drew Gulak attacking him because Drew Gulak wants a better 205 Live. This was interesting. Then we get Kalisto and Mustafa Ali versus Enzo and Daivari. Kalisto and Mustafa Ali win, which was good. Look up NXT results. First match is Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross versus Peyton Royce. Winner of this match advances to the Fatal 4-Way for the women's title, which Kairi Sane is already in. Kairi Sane, winner of the Mae Young Classic. Mae Young Classic was a tournament featuring 32 women from across the world. Peyton Royce wins, beats Nikki Cross and Liv Morgan because Tara Connie interferes, which is another competitor from the Mae Young Classic. And she's, I guess, in Undisputed Era now because she came out with Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole, baby. So yeah, Peyton Royce wins. I didn't really like Peyton Royce winning because I'm not a fan of Peyton Royce. Then we get Velveteen Dream versus Lio Rush. Rush. Talking about Rush. former CZW champ, former Defy champ, former House of Glory champion, Lio Rush, losing in his debut to Velveteen Dream, aka Patrick Clark, because Patrick Clark is in a rivalry with Aleister Black, aka Tommy End, formerly known as Tommy End on the Indies of Chaos. Velveteen Dream wins. Didn't really like Velveteen Dream winning, but he had to win because he had to stay strong. Then we get Danny Burch versus Lars Sullivan. Danny Burch has been in NXT. He's been on SmackDown before. Not current iteration of SmackDown, but 2005 JBL Cabinet edition of SmackDown. Lars Sullivan wins, which makes sense because they gotta keep Lars Sullivan looking like a monster. Street Profits versus some jobbers. Street Profits win, obviously. Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Cien Almas. Andrade wins. I wish Johnny would have won, but hey, Johnny's good enough to be over in a loss. Alright, Lucha Underground. Last man standing match between Sexy Star and Taya. Sexy Star wins, which is cool for these tapings, I guess, because these were taped over a year ago. So Sexy Star is now blackballed from wrestling because she injured Rosemary at a freaking AAA show. Rosemary is a wrestler from GFW. Ultimate Trios champions, the Reptile Tribe, which is Pindar, Drago, and Luchasaurus versus Killshot, Mac, and Dante Fox. Killshot, Mac, and Dante Fox win, which is good. Although Killshot and Dante Fox did fight each other in the first part of Ultimate Lucha Tres. Basically, they fought each other in a Hell of War, which is basically 3 stages of hell, but Lucha Underground version, which is even crazier. Gifted Gods match, Son of Havoc versus Pentagon Jr. Not Pentagon Jr., Pentagon Dark. Pentagon Dark wins, and he's the new Gifted Gods champion. Anything else? Alright, well, that's everything. So, shout out to my boy Trevor Parisi, who got engaged recently. So, congrats. Although, haven't actually said it on Instagram yet. But, I'm going to. So, congrats. Alright, bye.